What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Rail to Gutter. So today I got a really quick review video for you guys, and this is going to be on some Tifosi Aethons that I've owned for 1 full year. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys are probably wondering, like, why would you do a review video on some really old sunglasses? Well, YouTube does have extremely informative reviews, but they're all based on when the sunglasses are brand new. So I figured, you know what, let's try to fill the void of what it's actually like owning them for a full year. So just really quick, you can get the lenses, or actually I'm sorry, the frames. You can get the frames in 4 different colors. You can get them in the all black version here. You can get them in a blue. You can get them in a clear. You can also get them in a black, white, red as well. So those are the 4 colors that you can get them in. Now, what do you get when you purchase them? Well, you get your frames, obviously, whatever color you choose them in. You get the smoke lens that you see here. You get a clear one for some night riding, and you get what's called an AC red. And AC is short for all condition red. You get your hard case to carry everything inside of. You get a little mesh bag here. That way you can carry some your extra lenses inside of the hard case. Comes with a little Velcro piece so it'll fixes to the inside of the case. You get a little wiping rag for your lenses, and last but not least, you also get a little carrying bag here for your frames that doubles up as a little wiping rag for your lenses in case you don't have just a plain microfiber rag, this one. So it's pretty nice for that. Let's go ahead and get into some of the specs and sizing. So the sizing from here to here, so that basically means the inside, the usable section of the lens. So from here to here, that is about roughly 146 to 148 mil. From the striker guard is basically just this whole section down here. That from this bottom portion to the top of the brow bar. This is the brow bar, so that's about 57 mil roughly from the bottom to the top. If you were to remove the brow bar, that's going to remove maybe about 3, maybe 5 mil. So obviously your area of vision will probably be just a tad bit higher, but it doesn't really matter. Honestly, this doesn't even block your vision. So from here to the end of it, that's about 146 to 148 mil, the same as the usable lens section. And last but not least, you have your nose. Out of the box, for me, this is 25 mil. Of course, this can stretch out, or it can be narrowed down by pinching it, so you can always adjust it. Now let's talk about the frames. The frames themselves are made out of acrylamide. I believe that's how it's pronounced. They are made out of TR90. TR90 is a nylon, and it's good simply for the fact that it can retain its shape for a really long time, and for a whole year these haven't lost its shape. They've stayed round this whole time. So if you have a slightly wider face, obviously it can expand a bit more. If you have a slightly smaller face, it's probably going to stay exactly the same way. Probably not much is going to happen to it. Now that I have this turned over, this little sleeve here for your ears, your nose, and the brow bar are all made out of hydrophilic rubber. And what is that? Well, that basically just helps keep the lenses on your face when you sweat. So it does assist with that. For parts, like, can you interchange them? Absolutely, you can definitely interchange them. If for some reason you don't like one specific thing on your lenses and you want to change out the color, you can do that with pretty much almost everything. And I say almost because the brow bar, the striker guard, the nose, and the rubber sleeve for your ear can be changed and purchased on the website. What you cannot buy is the entire arm. The entire arm being obviously this whole section. You cannot buy that piece on the website, of course. Now if you were to contact their customer support, maybe you can be invoiced for that, but that's the only piece you cannot buy on their website. Now everything's pretty inexpensive. The brow bar, striker, nose, well, the nose I believe is about $5. The strike guard, The brow and the sleeve inside are about $9.95, so everything can be interchanged for a different color and be had for really cheap. So if for some reason you don't like any of these lenses that you have, or maybe you want something that you can use on an all-day ride, or maybe you're just one of those people that, you know what, you just want one lens to do it all, you can definitely do that. There is a Phototech version. Now the other review videos on YouTube do have that Phototech lens on their frame, so you can check those out. And basically what it is it's a clear frame that has a sort of finish on the lens where if light or sun hits it directly, it actually darkens out to something like somewhat of a smoky color. So that lens can be used literally all day. So if you're one of those people that plans on being out, you know, from the morning to the nighttime on your bike literally all day, definitely a Phototech lens, you might be interested in something like that. Now if you have no intention of doing that, you can, or maybe you want a little more color, then you can probably go with a Clarion. Now a Clarion has 3 colors. Clarion is yellow, red, and blue, and what those are is basically these sort of matte mirrored finishes to the entire lens. It blocks or it helps sort of mitigate some of the sweat from, you know, staining on the lenses, you know, because I'm pretty sure everyone knows that it sucks when you get your sweat on your lenses. But yeah, it kind of helps mitigate some of that. They are all vented, so you have 2 little vent bars on the top, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now those lenses, the Phototech I believe is like $39, Clarion is like $24.95, and these 3 lenses, any one of them that you want, is about, I believe, $14.95. So everything is pretty inexpensive and interchangeable, so you can always swap out something. Whatever you don't like, you can definitely swap it out. Now what has it really been like owning them? Well, I've literally have done almost everything to them. I use them all the time. I actually just used these last week again, and I'm probably going to use them in a few days again. I use them every week. I use them at least 4 to 5 times every single week, and they've been great. I will say that when you are wearing a mask, especially right now with COVID, if you have the mask up here, up to the top part of your nose, you're probably going to fog. It doesn't matter how many vents are on here, it's just inevitable. It's going to happen, especially if you're moving slow. If you're moving fast and air is moving in and out of this vent hole fast enough, that won't be a problem. But if you're not, yeah, I would definitely say move your mask a little lower so that way you don't fog up, or if you do, it'll be very minimal and it won't bother you. The other thing to be aware of, this isn't really a downer of any kind, or, you know, any real con. It's just kind of personal preference. If you have, or if you're wearing sunblock, I wear a lot of sunblock sometimes, especially in the summer. The hydrophilic rubber nose section will not really hold the lens in place. It does help a little bit, but it's just not going to. And I think that applies to pretty much any sunglasses. You know, if you have sunblock on your face, on your nose, and you expect this to work, it probably won't. You know, they've been great. They've been durable. I've dropped them in everything, and honestly, the lenses have been pretty much scratch free. I think the only one that's got a little ding on it is the AC Red, but I can't even see it, honestly. And other than that, they've been great. They've been great sunglasses for the price. You know, they're kind of like on the low mid range sort of section, you know. So if you don't have like $150-200 that, you know, you want to spend on some Oakley Jawbreakers, definitely check these out, or just check out Tifosi in general. They have a lot of like different styles that you might like, especially their newer one. I believe it's called the Sledge, and the Sledge is sort of like this one, but just a little wider. So maybe you just want something with a little more style behind it that's a little bigger, you can definitely check out the Sledge. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the next one.